You know, this might look like something straight out of a sci-fi movie, but I'm telling you, it is 100% real. Today we're going to dive into the incredible world of mind-controlled prosthetic limbs. Limbs that can actually feel.
Seriously, just take a second and think about that. What if you could move a robotic hand just by thinking about it, the same way you move your own? And not just move it, but actually feel the pressure of a handshake or the texture of an object you're holding. Well, this isn't some Hollywood special effect. It's happening right now, for real.
And, to really get a handle on what this means, the real-world impact, we need to look past the pure science. We need to meet someone whose life has been absolutely changed by this technology.
So, meet Tani. He's a 54-year-old from Sweden, and for years he dealt with the daily struggles that come after losing an arm in a work accident. But then he became a pioneer, one of the very first people on Earth to be fitted with a brand new kind of bionic arm. And the key here is that it's not just strapped on, it's permanently fused with his own body. And we're not talking about some clumsy, basic pincer grip here. No way. This technology allows for an unbelievable level of precision, right out in the real world. Things we take for granted, like pouring a glass of water, using a screwdriver, or even controlling each finger one by one, he can do all of that, just by thinking about it. It's incredible.
Okay, so the big question is how? How in the world does this actually work? How do you build a bridge between a human mind and a machine that's so seamless? Well, the answer is this amazing mix of cutting-edge surgery, really advanced engineering, and, you guessed it, artificial intelligence.
It all kicks off with this process called osseointegration. Now, you can just forget about those old-school prosthetics with uncomfortable straps and sockets. This is a whole different ballgame. They surgically implant a titanium rod directly into the bone. So the prosthetic isn't just on the body, it's part of the body. It creates this rock-solid permanent connection, making the bionic arm a true extension of the skeleton.
So here's how the signal flows. It's pretty wild. First, Tony just thinks, I want to move my hand. His brain sends that command, just like it always would. Then, tiny electrodes that have been implanted in his remaining nerves and muscles pick up on those electrical signals. From there, an internal AI processor, like a mini brain inside the arm, decodes those signals instantly, and boom, the hand moves exactly as he intended.
But here's the part that is a total game changer. It's not just a one-way street of control. It's a two-way conversation. See, there are force sensors in the prosthetic thumb, so when he touches something, those sensors measure the pressure and send signals back into his nerves. His brain reads that signal as, well, as touch. He can literally feel what the robotic hand is feeling. It's the sensation of touch in his phantom hand. And you might be thinking, okay, that's a cool experiment for one guy. But this isn't just some isolated research project. This kind of technology is actually igniting a whole new commercial market. We've got companies competing, innovating, all trying to build the next, most capable, most lifelike bionic limbs.
I mean, just take a look at what's already out there. You've got different models offering like 14, even over 24 different grip patterns. Each one is designed for a specific task, right? Whether it's something super delicate like picking up an egg or something heavy-duty like using a power drill. This field is just exploding, moving from the lab into people's everyday lives at an absolutely breakneck speed. Okay, so with all this amazing progress, we naturally start bumping into some really big and kind of tricky questions. Right now, the whole point is therapy, right? To restore function that's been lost. But what happens when the tech gets so good that it doesn't just restore, but actually enhances? What if it could make you better than a normal human? And this is where we have to talk about a word that used to be pure science fiction, but not anymore. The word is cyborg. I mean, think about it. A human with an electronic device permanently attached to their body to improve their abilities. By that definition, someone like Tony is a cyborg. The human-machine hybrid isn't some far-off future concept. It's already here. And this slide really gets to the core of the whole ethical debate. It's like we're standing at a fork in the road. Down one path, you have therapy, using tech to get someone back to a normal, human level of function. But down the other path is enhancement, using that same tech to go beyond normal. Superhuman strength, built-in tools, you name it. The question is, where's the line, and who gets to draw it? And this right here is what keeps ethicists up at night, because if enhancement becomes a common thing, you risk creating a brand new kind of social divide,
A world split between the haves, those with superhuman abilities because they can afford the upgrades, and the have-nots. It's a pretty serious concern.
This forces us to pull the camera back even further. Let's get really philosophical for a minute. As we keep blurring the lines between our biology and our technology, we have to ask a really fundamental question. What does it even mean to be human anymore?
This whole line of thinking is actually at the heart of a philosophical movement called transhumanism. The core idea is basically this: why should we accept our biological limits? Things like aging, disease, even death itself. Transhumanists argue that we should be using technology to smash through those limits, to actively take control of our own evolution.
This is a huge shift in how we think about self-improvement. For centuries, the idea of humanism was all about improving ourselves through things like education, art, and culture. But transhumanism says, hey, why not take a more direct approach? Let's just re-engineer our bodies and brains with technology.
And so that really is the ultimate question, isn't it? The technology we've looked at today it's just mind-blowing. It offers so much hope for people, the ability to restore lives in a way we never thought possible. But it also sets us on a path where that line between human and machine gets fuzzier and fuzzier every single day. So as we merge with our own technology, are we perfecting what it means to be human, or are we maybe leaving humanity behind altogether? It's something we're all going to have to think about.